Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of One Monkey Garage. It is the start of the next week and we are still continuing sanding on the body. Thankfully, this will be probably the last day that I have to sand this body. The key I'm looking for right now is shiny spots. I need it all to be nice and dull. That way I know I got it all sanded properly. But that's currently where I'm at. I'm gonna get those few little areas knocked out real quick, show you all what the final product looks out, get this thing washed, and then we will start hopefully on the hood and the T-tops today. So I've got the driver's side here right now. It's currently fully assembled. I need to strip it down, get this off. I need to source a new one of these, as this is, as you can tell, non-reusable. But all of the hardware needs to come off, all of this chrome trim, the weather stripping has to come off. I've got new of that. And get it torn down, get it wet sanded, and start the next one. Just got this thing torn down. As you can see, as you can see, I have everything stripped down minus this trim piece right here and right here. I was, as you saw, I was gonna drill these out, if I can learn how to talk, re-rivet these back in after we painted. But just looking at them, the way they're on there, the way this is kind of crimped on, just did not want to mess with that. This is as far as I'm gonna take it down. I believe I have the weather stripping kit for this vehicle order. I believe these come on the new weather stripping for these. However, I'm not positive, and because of that, I left them in. And if I don't need them, then I will go at them like a gorilla and just rip them out. If they break, they break, whatever. Probably will, as you can see one did. But if I do need them, I will very carefully wiggle these out painstakingly and reuse them. That's just another way you can save money on these restorations. You know, if you're not sure if you need it or not, wait until you get the new part to do it. Another thing that is vital that y'all saw me do, baggy everything and tag it. I'm gonna start getting this thing sanded down and then get the next one going. Well, got myself into a pickle. I'm working on the headlights, disassembling them, sanding them down. I've got one just about done. I was working on the driver's side. I was taking this right here gets attached to the vacuum actuator. It's got one bolt that goes through here that attaches to the actual housing, and I broke it. So now I have the fun task of trying to get it out. That is what I'm dealing with. Broke clean off. Not sure what kind of metal this is, and because of that, I'm just gonna use an acetylene torch, not oxyacetylene, so we don't melt it. But yeah, so hopefully I can torch this, heat these metals up, put a pair of vice grips on it, and get it out. If not, I'm gonna have to drill it out, and that's not gonna be fun. Then I have to tap it out as well. Hopefully I can heat it and get it out. Let's see what happens. So as you can tell, I'm in a different outfit, different day. Wanted to redo this clip because the quality of the video is really close to my face and you just really couldn't see what I was trying to tell you. So in the clip before this, you saw me using the acetylene torch to heat this into the nut off that I had broken. I used acetylene. This metal is not your traditional, metal. It's like a pot metal molding kind of thing. And because of that, I didn't really want to put any oxyacetylene, as that gets so hot I was afraid it was going to melt this, whereas the acetylene burns a lot slower. Slow heat, no, a lot cooler than the oxyacetylene. You could use a propane, little propane torch, or the little propane handheld thing. Something that's gonna put heat on here, but not so hot that you're afraid of melting it. Something that you can slowly heat up the area, and then take your channel locks. I like needle nose. Grab it, and then you want to work it back and forth. And just ever so slightly, go a little bit more each time, bring it back, work it a little bit more, and just keep going. At first, when you grab it, it will not move. Go ahead and heat it more, and then try it. The less heat you have to use, the better. But, you're not, the only way you can get out is heat. And if you mess it up with using heat, you're just going to figure out a way to fix it. I've had to do it a few times. But for the most time, using heat's a pretty safe bet. But I was able to get this fixed without having too many issues. The heat did its job. What it does is it expands the two metals, and that releases the either rust or corrosion that's holding it in place. And then that allows you to get some movement. And then once you got movement, you're able to work the threads and clean it out. And that's what ultimately frees it. The heat, starts out, and then working it back and forth with your channel locks. Heat is what does the trick. So right now, as you can see, the body is outside so I can wash it. What I'm mainly focusing on right now is the inside. As you can tell, it looks like it's a little bit of mold, and there's definitely some dirt and grime and all that down there. So I've got Dawn stiff bristle brush. I'll go ahead and get this area soaked down with water, put the Dawn onto the brush, and scrub. The main body is completely done, washed, clean. I just went over with my hand. It looks and feels great. I'm very happy how that came out. As you can see right here, I did notice one spot I missed on this T-top, so we are filling in those deep scratches real quick. This T-top, I guess the driver's side, that one is done. And this lower portion that the front spoiler bolts onto is done. The hood right there is drying off. Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now, is getting everything cleaned up, giving it that final approval that it is done, that I am done sanding, that I'm happy with it, and I'm ready for a primer. I'll show you it all when it's all done and let y'all know if I'm actually done or not. Alright, well, it's done. The sanding is officially over. The worst part of the restoration phase is done. From now on, it's all things that I thoroughly enjoy doing. We get to prime it, we get to block it, make sure it's absolutely perfectly smooth. I know block sanding, you think you enjoy that. I do enjoy that because it's quick and it's rewarding. You did all this work prepping the body, and then bam, block it. It looks great. Let's put some color on it. So that's going to be the next step for the body after we do the last important thing, which is the metal work. I know this is a fiberglass body, however, it still does have a metal bird cage, which mine is in great shape, but my floorboards do need work. I'm not buying factory or aftermarket floor pans. I'm actually going to be making the floor patches, as I have a lot of leftover metal from other projects that's the correct thickness that I'll be able to make the patches myself. So that's going to conclude this video. Please like and comment and subscribe. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.